Next one is we will see how we can load an XML file. XML file is also same as your um, JSON file, but it is an older version of JSON file. You just think that way, okay? That is a older version of JSON file. Previously, people were using the XML file. Now everyone started using JSON because of its, even a layman can understand the structure of the JSON files. But whereas in the case of XML file, it is little bit difficult. What is XML file? XML file is nothing but extended query markup language. Extended query markup language. I just here I don't have that. Okay, I just write it here. XML stands for extended markup language. Markup language. Okay. And how to load the extended? It's pretty simple, like a JSON file. What I will do is I'll just go to the Power Query editor, get data, and here we will see. Here we have a 1 second. I'll just click on more. It will take some time. It will take some time. You need to have patience. Okay. Still, it's going on. Okay, fine. Look here. You have something. You have a connector like XML here. Okay. What is the question? There is a question from. Okay, Monica. She is asking that when we need to use XML file. Okay. See, XML file is also, right, it's a structured document format. It is not unstructured, it is a structured document only, okay? So where we use the tags, HTML files, when you open the HTML, you'll find the tags, right? Header and, where the header starts, where the header ends, and all the things, where the div starts, where the div ends. These are called tags. I just write it here. You need to be familiar with the tags, okay? Um, TAGs in HTML tag, right? Similarly, in XML file, you need to use the tags and all, okay? Um, so this gives you the standard format for exchanging data between, different systems, okay? For that purpose, we'll be using it. And the storage purpose, right? If you want to store the hierarchical data, that point in time, the XML files are really helpful. So not all the time. See, in those days, we store the data only in the tables or Excel file or the text file, right? Flat files, right? So the flat files and text file only we used to store. But there are scenarios where we need to, the researchers or the data analysts, they wanted to store the data in hierarchical form. So in that kind of situation, the XML type of file came into picture. Okay, so for that purpose, they have used this XML type of file, right? So the XML type of files also, right? It's human readable and machine readable one. Okay, if you know this much, that is enough. Okay, and XML. So look here, I'm going to click on this connector XML. I'm going to click on connect. Look here, I have employee XML file.xml. I just clicked on it. So this is the file next to the details, right? I just click on it and you can see the preview window, what values are there here. I'm going to hit load. And if you go and see the file from the operating system, This is the one. I just right click on it. I'm going to use edit node plus plus. You can see the tags here, okay? And employees, here they mention the first name, last name, all the things, and details, right? So this is the kind of your, yeah, the employee name. Each person's, right? Different employees are there. I just go back here. But you don't have to be aware, but still, if you know, it will be good because in the real-time scenario, whatever the data they give it, you cannot simply go by that. You need to check the data is correct. Or for that, once you load it here, it will be fine. Your details. It got stored as a details. Look here, and if you select this one, you can see this is so Shiv Mishra Engineer Computer 301. All the things are available inside this one. The employees is the tag here, and details is another tag. Okay, and the details, and you need to end this tag with this tag, right? So we start with details, and then the same details you need to use it here, and but you need to put this forward slash. Okay, so in that case, what will happen is this one will be considered one record. This is considered as a second record, and so on. Okay. So here we can this one record, second or third record. So with the XML, some like I said, the vendors they give you the data in Excel file, some they give the data in XML file, some they give the data in JSON file. Still, you should be knowing that how to load them. At least you should be knowing what is XML file, okay, extended markup language. Okay, what is your question? What is the difference between XML and JSON file? Okay, see, JSON file is an advanced version of your uh, XML file. What is JSON stands for? JavaScript Object Notation, right? So both file type of files we can use it to store or exchange the structured data. But the difference is, right, the JSON, it uses something like, a lightweight object-based syntax, okay? Key value pairs. Remember that, okay? So XML is tag-based tags, right? The kind of HTML tags. Um, Whereas in the case of JSON, it uses the key value pairs and arrays. Okay, this is the exact difference. This is the key difference between XML and JSON file. Okay, but compared to JSON file, the XML files are larger in size. Okay, um, but JSON file size are smaller compared to your XML file. That is also another reason why most of them are using the JSON file format. Okay. So now you understood with this simple example how to load an XML file without doing any weightlifting. So now it is working fine. Okay. So you understood how to that, and we understood what is XML file is all about, what is JSON file is all about, and what is the difference between these two also we discussed.